good morning. Welcome back to Soul. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really grateful to have you here. And really, this is my safe space. And today I want to welcome you into my safe space because we often talk about love languages. Those are words of affirmation, acts of service, quality time, gifts, and physical touch. But there's one love language that personally is my favorite. It's not actually one of the ones they talk about in books, but it doesn't get enough credit. And to me, that most important and most underrated love language is safety. So welcome to my safe space. Welcome to Soul. I hope that you treat it as your safe space as well. Now, safety is the feeling that allows all the other love languages to exist. It's what lets us breathe easily. Not only around someone that we feel romantically, but it also allows us to share freely and simply be. In life, we often talk about two kinds of energies, being and doing. It's in safety that you can actually be just without having to do anything. And it's in that moment that our nervous system says, you're home. And that home can be many things, right? Like I said, it's not just about romantic relationships. Safety shows up everywhere, in friendships, at work, at school, even on the streets, even in your own home. When we feel safe, we can finally relax. We're not bracing for impact. We're not waiting for something to go wrong. We can show up as our full selves, calm, curious, and present. Think about this example. I live in London, which is unfortunately not one of the safest cities in the world. When I go in a crowded place and it's the first time I go there, my fight or flight automatically switches on. If I'm looking on Google Maps or Citymapper or wherever on where it is I'm going, while I'm on the bus or in the station, I will check the directions because I know that if I step out of there in a very touristy area, there is a chance that it is not very safe and my phone could get stolen. So that fight or flight, that's what we're talking about here. Differently, when you tell a friend a secret, right? And they keep it to themselves, you build safety. You trust that person because you know that there is a home in them. You trust that that secret is not going to go far. When they do tell someone else, it's not just about betrayal. It's about the loss of a safe space. And yes, of course, safety can be rebuilt, but it takes trust, time, and consistency. And rather, what I always say as well is, well, actually, it is trust, time, and consistency that do create safety. But safety really is the foundation of trust, and trust is the foundation of love. And it's not, again, only love in terms of in your home, with partners and friendships. Think about your workplace. In your workplace, if you have a manager who is not really the nicest, a professor at school who's not amazing, you won't feel very safe. And if you don't feel very safe, your nervous system is going to be on fire, and you probably will not be able to have that sense of being instead of thinking about something that you need to do. So when someone or something makes you feel safe, truly safe, what they're doing is giving you the highest form of love. Because in that moment, your body, your heart, and your mind all agree. I can rest here. This is my safe space. Psychological safety, as it is in the workplace, for example, is what allows people to speak up, ask questions, admit mistakes, and grow. If you fear judgment or backlash in anything, whether it is work, school, relationship, starting a business, Shark Tank, God knows where you are, you can only expand through safety. You can contribute and you can thrive. So really in this episode, what I'm trying to get to is reflecting on two things. Number one, who makes you feel safe? Who allows you to be you? No filters, no fear. And number two, are you someone else's safety? Because being that person, someone who can trust, confide in, and feel calm around is one of the most beautiful ways to love. Safety does not always look like big gestures. Sometimes it's really as simple as not interrupting someone when they're talking and just being there for them. It's giving them the benefit of the doubt. And it's as simple as choosing kindness over defensiveness. To feel safe is to feel loved, and to offer safety is to love deeply. So I'd also like you to reflect on people that maybe you know who may not necessarily express that, and think about your circumstances and their circumstances. I'm reading a book about trauma right now, and we'll talk more about this next week. But one of the things they say is the most important thing you need to have in life is safety. And if it's not a safe home, then it is a safe person, and vice versa. So as you go through your week, remember, be the calm in someone's chaos. Be steady in someone's storm. Be safety where you can be. And make sure that you also search for safety instead of chaos. Food for thought. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm really grateful to have had you spend those moments with me, and I'm excited to continue my journey with you. But of course, we have to remember that everything we talk about, we do step by step, day by day. Thank you again, and I will see you next week on Soul.